Howdy folks, Justin here. We are hopping onto the ladder with our Orc Warrior deck, or Warrior Orc deck, I guess is probably the correct way to say that. We made a few changes. We've played a couple dozen games with the deck now, and I found that Hrothgar Kingpin, while occasionally stealing games, is just not really where I want to be right now. I've also found that Faerun Defender was overperforming what I expected, probably the most surprising card in the deck. So I have cut a couple of the Kingpins, cut one of the Withered Hand Cultist, because that card has not been, I just haven't been facing a lot of matchups where that card would have made a huge difference. Added a couple Rapid Shots for some cycling, and sort of to help navigate the Sorcerer matchups where I've been facing a lot of wards. And yeah, that's where we're at right now. So hopping on and seeing what we can accomplish with this list. Overall, I've really been enjoying playing Orcs. I have to say, you know, like I think I've alluded to, and think many people have mentioned before elsewhere, Orcs were pretty overpowered during closed beta. So to see a cool kind of mid-range strategy now with them is pretty fun. So playing against Aegron the Dragon Slayer. Okay, that was my old job. One second. I kind of like having the elixir with this deck since none of my creatures cost one. Throwing those back. I have a nice little curve here. Playing against Assassin. Anything besides Sorcerer is nice. Just played a lot of Sorcerer lately. We're going to lead with the Faerun Defender so that we can give it the old Hrothgar Artisan treatment. Something with 5 toughness is pretty difficult for Assassin to deal with. I think the sound is kind of screwed up in this video, so if you're not hearing in-game sounds, I'm not either. So I apologize about that. We will have that sorted out in our following videos, but if I go ahead and air this, apologies in advance. Okay, Crystal Tower Crafter. Blackroom Necromancer, I was hovering over that. It's a card I'm thinking about cutting. It's the card closest to being cut right now, I would say. And yeah, so we're just doing this with the Artisan, I think, because this way I can, in a vacuum with nothing else happening, contest the Crystal Tower Crafter and still 2-for-1 him if he can't beef it up even more. He also can't Lightning Bolt my Artisan right now. But the Daggerfall Mage coming down means I'm going to have to come up with a different strategy. I think just a couple of Dragontail Saviors should be able to clean up what's happening over there. I don't really mind so much, actually, kind of taking a board control position in this game with this deck. Also, just not super interested in breaking all his runes at the moment, given that a lot of Assassin decks are really heavy on the prophecies. So let's see what my opponent does here. That makes sense. I think his move is probably just to put the tome on the mage, on the Crystal Tower Crafter, I'm sorry. I think that's what I would do. So we're firebolting one of them. And another Daggerfall Mage. That's interesting. So I'm going to get some pretty good value here. And Stoneshard Orc, actually. That's a great pickup. That's going to get some incredible value here. Hitting anything for 4 is definitely what I want to be doing with my time. And I think, yeah, let's just go for it. Of course, we're instantly punished because I don't know if you've noticed this. It seems like everybody's playing a lot of prophecies lately, but Harpy's probably the most innocent prophecy proc we could have gotten there. Now with the Blackworm Necromancer in hand, we want to be careful that we don't put too many small garbage creatures, and our opponent's not trading. That's interesting. If we can get our, oh wow. So he is all in on the prophecy strategy. Just something to keep in mind. Ooh, but we are going to punish him with Militant Chieftain Toby. That's the Orc Epic dual color card. Get some great value here. I like this a lot. Let's see what we get back. Alright, Dragontail Savior's not bad. Obviously, anytime I can recycle either with Blackworm Necromancer or Toby the Chieftain there, we want to get back Stoneshard Orc just because that card is so much value. And against a deck like this, which is generating prophecies as we push damage, we're going to need every edge we can get. I say that, of course, as a guy who just got lucky himself with a prophecy. Okay. So let's see what my opponent does here. Okay. Hex Mage, Shadow Shift. We are at 17, 15. Okay, we have... Nice. Again, the Fire and Defender, killing it. So we have quite a bit of damage on board. We have 9 damage. We can actually get him into range of being able to use Blackworm Necromancer. And then we can get back our Stoneshard Orc. Combine it with Rapid Shot to remove that. How lucky are we feeling? We gotta remove that thing, right? So I think we should probably focus our efforts on trying it. Yeah, I think we gotta go for it. So we'll Rapid Shot first. See if we don't get any other interesting pulls. We don't have lethal, although we're close, so we can't just Wood Orc Headhunter. That's another 6. Yeah, it's only 15. Witherhound Cultist actually would have been pretty good in this matchup, but so let's go for it. Go for it. And leaving this one not to attack in case we get Artisan. Perfect. That is an angry Wood Orc Headhunter. I'm sorry, Aggron. That was pretty brutal, I imagine. Okay, so let's see what we got. A concession, maybe? Crystal Tower Crafter. Interesting. I think I would have Crushing Blown the Toby, Militant Chieftain Toby. Okay, looks like we can just kill him. Maybe he's just banking on some prophecies to steal the game. Okay, we just need to get him to 6, and then Wood Orc Headhunter. Perfect. Alright, well, there you go. That's a pretty good one. You know, it was a 33% chance to pull that guy out of our discard pile. Better odds than drawing the right card at the right time, so I can't complain too much about RNG there. We are sitting in the Serpent, of course, right now. Let's go ahead and do one more, I think. Let's get some rewards here first, I guess. Hey, Chieftain's Banner, the Orc card we're not running. There you go. Also, I mean, I think a lot of you pointed out we're not running the 2-1 Orc that kind of demands that you empty out your hand in order to get good value from it. I think that's okay. Again, sort of like the newest version of my take on the Pilfer archetype. I'm not super interested in just one-dimensional go-for-it types of decks. I'd like to have a backup plan, and running these Wood Orc Headhunters, the Burn and Some Pillage, and even Gortwog to an extent sort of gives us a little more staying power that we don't have if we commit to just an aggro strategy. Also just more interesting to me personally. So we're playing against Lockhite, it looks like. Let's see how this does. So far, Rapid Shot did some serious work there. Pretty impressed with that. And the extra Fire and Defender did come in, so pretty good. Another Assassin deck. Maybe all the Prophecy Battle Mages and the Prophecy Sorcerers that I've even been running into have inspired people to pick up their old Prophecy Assassin lists. Hand's okay. I'm not super excited that my first Orc is going to be Orc Clan Captain. I'd rather drop that down later. Ooh, but with a second Stoneshard Orc, I think we're just going to make sure we get something on the board so that we can start sharding all over our opponent. Second Thieves Guild Recruit, so is this some kind of combo deck maybe? Okay. I could set up for a Butcher. I'm going to push some damage. If it's a combo deck, they might be running Soul Rest Marshal to... Well, I'm not sure what's happening. I maybe should have traded in and then just removed the other one. That might have been a misplay to leave anything alive. Yeah, I just need to minimize my opponent's gains here. And we're going to clean up the board. And, you know, just like last time we saw the value of getting our Stoneshard Orc killed, let's go ahead and do that again, too. Okay. Looks pretty good. We're tied in life, so no Soul Rest Marshal coming out this turn. I don't even know if he's running Soul Rest Marshal, but the two Thieves Guild Recruits make me think this isn't just a stock Prophecy list or an Action Mage list. I'm sorry, Action Assassin. Okay, Lightning Bolt there. Anytime we have an Orc on the board, I'm pretty happy, so let's just spread the love here. I don't really feel like breaking a rune, so let's do like this. Alright, so Sans Ice Storm. We're pretty solid right now. Maybe Ice Storm's something we should be playing around though. Alright, that's a perfect Stoneshard Orc target. Cool. So I'd like a 2 or 3 drop here. Perfect. Barren Defender again, just overperforming like crazy. Spread out our threats here. Go for it. How greedy are we? Let's just wait on that one. We got a pretty good position, but we don't have any charge creatures in hand, so just pushing for lethal is a little short-sighted at this point. Okay. 7 Magica. What? Uh-oh. Discounted Wisp-Mother. Ooh, in a Murkwater Witch. That's pretty spicy. What are we gonna do here? Take out our 6/2. Okay. Well, that's not looking good now. Ooh, that's a great pickup. Maybe we can even get back a Barren Defender. I'll take a Greystone Ravager. Another one of the weakest cards in the list, but it's it performs pretty well. But that lets us make a lot of great trades we wouldn't have been able to make. So solid. Just keep spreading them out and praying our opponent doesn't have Ice Storm. It's our strategy at this point. I wonder what our opponent's trying to do with that. This might be a close call deck, trying to stack multiple Ungolims in his list. Okay, Wardcrafting that. I'm not sure about Wardcrafting the... Okay, that's going to get him a lot of little fellows. I'm not sure about Wardcrafting the Wisp-Mother, though, unless he's got some kind of clear. Just filling up his board, maybe there was some kind of math reason to do that. Okay, I'm glad that didn't hit Toby. Ooh. Do we have lethal? Swing with the Stoneshard in the left lane. Burn and Pillage the right lane. No prophecies, and it doesn't look like a prophecy list. I think we got this. If not, we're at comfortable enough life total, and we can put him to low enough to lose to a charge creature. Perfect. Alright. Well, there you have it. Yeah, that was a worthy contest. Good game, man. Alright, well, that was pretty fun. I've gotten a lot of requests lately for playing CVH's Crusader Orc deck, and I have to admit, like, I've never actually played anyone else's lists on camera before. But after the great experience I had doing their podcast the other day, I think it might be something I'm interested in doing. If that's something you want to see, let me know. I had another request recently for a Control Mage deck tech. I've never actually played Control Mage on camera either, so if that's something you're interested in, let me know. You know, I try to come up with something new every season, so if there's other things you're interested in seeing, let me know. Otherwise, I will see you all on the ladder. Thank you very much for joining me, and have a good rest of the season. Bye-bye.